Hello everyone, my name is Stacey Skeet. I wanted to share a little bit of my journey on the HTC program. So before I started the program, I was feeling pretty frustrated actually, because I knew that I had such great potential, so many gifts within me, so many dreams, but I was not executing them the way I should. And I wasn't in the best financial situation. And it limited me, it limited the things I could do. And I just felt like it's time now. I need to put a stop to this kind of, mentality that I was in, this lower self mentality that didn't get stuff done the way I knew I should. And I came across Dan Locke's webinar and I listened to it and I thought, I'm going to be one of his closers, because I knew I could. It felt so right to me. There's so much things I could say, but it just felt so right. It's almost like I immediately trusted Dan. I trusted his wisdom. I trusted, his abilities. And I knew that if I kind of had him as my mentor, I knew that I could succeed, because he's been there before. He's been where I want to go. So it will always be a no-brainer to trust him, So since being on the program, I have had such a huge shift in my mentality. I've recognized so many kind of lower self kind of thoughts, things that would have prevented me from pursuing the things I really want to pursue. And a big thing was that since a little girl, I kind of always believed that I wasn't good at business. I always believed that, anything creative, anything to do with like singing or writing or all those things, I'd always do great. Like, even from school, I was always a star pupil and that. But when it came to numbers and business and strategies, I would just feel so overwhelmed. And being a part of the HTC family, has really empowered me. And listening to Dan's teaching, Kayvon and Desmond, such great leadership. They would really give you some tough love, which I really, really appreciate. Because there's a lot of people out there that just lie to you. They just say, yeah, it's amazing, but really, they don't tell you what you need to hear. That the things that would really propel you forward. And that's what I'm really grateful for. That the community of people, they all want the best for you, and they all care enough to tell you the truth, and I really, really value that. If I was to recommend the HTC program to a friend, I would say, if you want to change your life radically in a short space of time and are willing to do the work, there's no better program that I can think of, to be honest, because I now have a skill that I can use anywhere in the world, and it will give me financial confidence. And that's something I didn't have. I was kind of waiting. My income was like up and down, depending on what was happening. And I now have the financial confidence to earn wherever I am, which will give me the flexibility to do what it is I want to do. And another thing I just want to mention is that I felt that because I was a creative, the whole, music side, I wouldn't know how to kind of mix the two. And aside from that, I'm very passionate about sexual exploitation and speaking on those matters and, building content that supports survivors of those traumatic experiences and raising awareness. And I was wondering, how on earth am I gonna use this skill to do that? Because it seemed like, different ends of the spectrum. But even with that, I've been given some insight, because although I wanted financial confidence, I didn't just want it to spend money aimlessly. I wanted to create impact. I really want to impact this world, and I knew that I had to first invest in myself, because the best thing I can offer anyone is a healthy version of myself. And I believe that's what I have at this point in time, and I'm so grateful to Dan, to Kayvon, and to Desmond for all of their support. You know, words fail me at this point, you know, but I'm so grateful and I thank you. And if you're struggling to think, you know, if you're thinking of how am I going to afford it, just find a way. Trust me, I did not have the money for it. I'm just going to be transparent. I did not have the money for it. And my lower self would say, oh, don't ask anyone because they're going to think you're this, they're going to think you're that. What's more important to you? What people think or what you know about yourself? You know, and what you want for yourself. What's more important? When will you stop allowing the voices of others to control what you do? The worst thing in life is regret. Always wondering, oh, what if I did that? You know? So be encouraged today and get on the program. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for listening.